Who are the added characters? Blaze, we're gonna go through every single one right now. First one being Shovel Knight. Ooh, see, the shovel that's equipped is actually different. So you get a little bit of that, the character itself with the skin, and then an upgraded shovel. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna try to showcase the weapon itself in 5BC. Now it's a little different than what you're used to, I will tell you that much. But I promise you, when you see it in action, you're gonna be pogged up. I will tell you right now, you are not invincible when you're in the air. Like, you will 100% get knocked out of the sky. What's the crit condition? It's the bounce. Every pogo is a crit. Oops. But I hope if I actually land my attack. Is Assault Shield faster? No, I'm using the Scepter to go farther when Assault Shield dashing. So like right here, this is the distance that you go normally. Like not quite to the other chain, but if you do the Scepter, you actually make it. Keep that in mind when you are ready to vote. But let me show you all how this looks in Promenade. Oh my god, can I make that? Might be legit. No. Oh my god. Wait, it's kind of cracked. Ow. Ignore that. Now keep in mind, I'm missing every scroll. But don't worry about it. I just jumped on that thing's head. Record time. Except I missed that part, but still. Record time for Veedotme, 3 minutes. Gotta be a world record. Okay, so the Shovel Knight weapon, as you saw in the biome, looks kind of cool. But what does it do on bosses, V? Let's see how it looks on Hand of the King. So the concept here, the weapon itself does the pogo and a crit. Think about Hollow Knight. Oops. You can maintain air superiority. I'm gonna die. They did buff Hand the King, so now he does try to attack people in the air. But you are not invulnerable. Like, he can get you with the up attack if he tries hard enough. See? If you combine it with something like little Staffy. Staffy's always attacking. You can maybe taunt. That increases the damage you deal. Oh my god. You can maybe do like Lacerating Aura. So every time you land on him, it does even more damage. Does it work against Timekeeper? And again, that's just Training Room. No mutations at all. I assume with that, I would take something like Open Wounds, Leg Hugger, or Instincto with like Lacerating Aura. So that every time I land, like I get a second off my Lacerator. Or maybe Knife Dance, because I'm right on top of the boss anyway. So as you're falling, you just Knife Dance on the boss's face and then pogo again. All right, next skin, this is Hotline Miami. The sick bomber jacket. Wait, I have this bomber jacket. Hang on. The character's wearing the legit Dead Cells bomber jacket. Same thing on the back too. Pretty good, I think. Like me, I don't really like chickens. I'll be the first one to say it. I know they are probably one of the most useful animals on the planet for the human race. But you put me in the same room as a chicken, I don't know what I'm gonna do, V. I mean, first off, look at the crit. It's not even just for the baseball bat. You get the animation on all crits. Oh my god, like, can I just have that animation? I don't even want the basic one anymore. So V, freaking chickens, I hate them. Can I, like, not be a chicken? What if I told you you cannot be a chicken? You can opt out and be a horse instead. Remember when horse masks were like a thing on the internet? What happened to that? Was that around when Hotline Miami was released? All right, V, I love owls. I've always wanted to be an owlet. You didn't tell me before. I hate chickens, I hate horses, but you know what? I'll be an owlet all day. So your rating for this skin is multifold. Fold, like, no pun intended. All right, so the weapon itself, the baseball bat, which is right here, attacking a stunned or grooted enemy lets you strike frantically, dealing critical damage. And it scales off red and green, making it possibly like the fastest green weapon in the game, potentially, but only if it does the crit. Now, you don't always have the crit available to you. If you're playing survival, it's really easy. Stun grenade, root grenade. And we're also gonna utilize this new throwing object, which also does it for us. But we don't want to rate it off the thrown object, because that'd be cheating. Like, imagine I was playing survival there. Survival weapon, BT dubs. If you're playing brutality, I honestly don't know what you do. I don't even know. Oh, boy axe? Oh my god. I don't know which one I want to try. So you kind of see like how it could work in biomes, especially on survival. And to be fair, you don't really have to run brutality skills to make it work. You could play whatever you want. This seems really strong. Like, just this I have right now does not sound fair on most monsters. Like, if Conjunct goes into this trap, it can't win, right? Like, what's it supposed to do? Ooh. So there's a little bit of an issue there with Boy Axe on tentacles, and that's always been a thing. It's like if I throw it, see how it kind of stutters? That's not new. I mean, not every boss can be grooted though. Keep that in mind. What's the crit condition for the bonk? Grooted or stunned enemies. So it's Nutcracker except without the ice. And like it kind of puts you in a like frenzy. Unlike Nutcracker where you can kind of just do the one hit and probably be okay. All can be rooted, not the giant and not Hand of the King. I mean, Hand of the King can be rooted for a little while, but not like a ton. And the servants are sometimes an issue to root as well. But overall, like, as long as you're playing survival, you have really good root and stun options. When you are playing brutality, of course, you can always off-color those items. But there's not a lot of things to take that does a stun or Groot in brutality. All right, Zero. Okay, so first off, here's the skin. 15, I guess his name is. Kinda sick looking, kinda sick. Has a built-in sheath. We don't know what he's packing in there. The skin changes the katana animation. And it's kinda hot. Kinda hypey. I didn't know I wanted that. I mean, it looks clean, just to say that. Very flashy. I don't think there's... No. I think there is something else to show on the skin. Let's go through here. Maybe this is what does it. Did you see it? Did you catch it? Type Y in the chat if you saw it. Type N in the chat if V. I was sipping my Mountain Dew Baja Blast I got from Taco Bell. I didn't see anything. Okay, yeah, put the Baja Blast down. I'm gonna show you one more time. Here we go, here we go. Do the transition. That. In the meantime, let's talk about this weapon. So this is thrown object, you yeet stuff. Strong enough to kill a rat. Rat gamers. But you don't get ammo unless you kill the target. It can be blocked, as you see. We don't have anything like this in Dead Cells, really. It's like really fast, too. And it stuns. So if you're rocking a nutcracker or baseball bat, you can get the crits. I assume you can do kill rhythm with this to make your weapon even faster, because the thrown object by itself is gonna enhance your other thing. Melee version of the thrown objects looks legit. I'm on board 100%. What about the ranged option? Does it work in the backpack? Answer's yes. You saw me throw a glow stick? Wait, did I get the ammo back? It regenerates ammo. It do be critting though. So again, you pair this with something like quick bow that really like cannot keep a monster at bay. Might be interesting. All right, but bosses, V, what if I don't have ammo on the boss? What do I do? All right, so you're up against a boss like Conjunctivius. You got no ammo. What do? You cry. I actually don't have anything to help you out. I'm sorry. How do you get your ammo back? You pray that the boss have ads. Oops. So right here, we got tentacle action. Hot tentacles in your area, just waiting to get bonked. And now I have ammo. And now we're happy. Not a lot of ammo. But almost enough to go one phase. Like into the next ad phase. That's what I meant to say. Dang. I think it works. What other boss has ads in it? Does anyone know? Like, who else can I do that with? It doesn't work on Mama Tick for like the eyeball. Hand the King has ads, but Hand the King can't be stunned. The Giant, that I'm really interested in. Giant's Fist can't be stunned or grooted. No ammo. Mega Mine, no ammo. No, we ain't getting jack squat. Almost there. Okay, no crits. Oh. But no ammo yet. So I still can't throw the actual thrown objects. Which means that the fists don't actually count. Scarecrow can't be stunned. So I feel like even though it works here, it should not be very good. Remember this in the biome. And then remember this on Conjunctivious, Giant, Scarecrow, Hand of King. See, no stun there from Stun Grenade. Wait, do these count? Ow! Here we go. Oh, we're farming. Take that. It does more damage than my basic attack. Oh, it kinda forced the boss to stutter a little bit. Wow, I wasn't in range. Backpack it when you get to the boss with a shield. Absolutely. You could maybe do Armadillo Pack for the backpack for biomes. And then when you're in the boss, you don't really reset the Armadillo, but you just aren't using it anymore because you didn't really need it. Maybe that's the idea. All right, Commando Skin. Look at it in all its glory. This, honestly, it looks like it could have been ripped straight out of Risk of Rain. Like, if you told me, V, I actually think the devs stole this from the other developer, Hoopoo Games, or Hopu Games, whatever it is, I would probably believe you. That looks extremely good, just to say that. I wanna say that this skin has a little bit of that extra sauce on it. You wanted the #1 with no pickle, but you gotta get a little extra sauce on it. You didn't know they had the menu in the back, but the animations are clean. It doesn't even do like the fade out. It's as if you're going through the portal, heading into the blue shop. I don't know the name of it. The area between or something. They did it. They did what you thought was impossible. So what does the weapon do? Bounces on nearby targets, dealing more and more damage each time. Crits after 2 bounces. All right, here's a rat. Okay, so it killed the rat, did a little bit of baby damage on the Rampager. Okay, killed the Inquisitor, did half to a whatchamacallit. Wait, I didn't even see that thing was there and I hit it. I wonder what the aggro range is. Okay, it didn't go backward. It can be blocked. It kills. So long as it does the crit, it can kill. When it doesn't crit, you're a little sad. Wait, I am hitting enemies off the screen. That's super interesting. Let me show you all the capability versus the giant. Now, assume that every other boss is not like the giant. You only have the one thing that you can attack, which is why you need that single target weapon along with it. Remember, this is training room. No skills, no mutations. Oh, you can actually use this a lot more than I thought. Okay, so it's actually kind of good at killing the fists. But again, you need single target DPS here. So we got Concierge, which is like an example of a bad boss. I say Concierge, I meant Conjunctivious. But it does work on the tentacles. So all you have to do is get through this portion of the fight. Or maybe I just stay down here. Oops. it actually tries to send it to the boss. See, like it actually hit the boss when it came down. This thing... Here we go. Okay, that was kind of decent. So to show you all what this looks like, I guess I probably could have done networking here. So we have 2. We do get the crits. It has a little bit of trouble getting to her. Yo, clicks. I'm happy you're excited. Hopefully that was a sound of excitement. Yeah, so Cleo like deletes the bullet. Like I have no one to bounce off of until they both show up. And when they show up, it's actually not half bad. Data mining would be really meta? Is that what that said? People didn't data mine Terraria, did they? What is this, World of Warcraft? I would say it's kind of horrifying. Like, I know someone said earlier that the Katana Zero one might be a little out of place. This is nightmare fuel. This is a night terror. This is when you go to bed and you can't move, you open your eyes, you see this thing at the edge of your bed. No. All right, so this is what Terraria actually looks like. Anyway, you get the idea. Like, how do you translate this into Dead Cells? You may say, V, I'm not on board with this skin, but could you have ever been on board with the skin when this is what you're working on? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, but I'm just putting that out there when it comes to doing the rating. Star Fury. Successful attacks also create a falling star that strikes another target if possible, dealing critical damage. The attack itself... Again, don't forget what Terraria looks like. So when people attack in Terraria, it's like T-pose. It's just this thing. So they tried to do that in Dead Cells to the best of their degree. And I want to say, like, it's probably the best it could have been without making it look god-awful. The weapon itself, every time you slash, a star comes down from the sky. If there's another target, I said if there's another target, oh my god, it will attack the other target, even if your target dies. If there's no target, it just attacks the enemy right in front of you. Which is good because it could have not done that, which would have been terrible. Very good at killing rats. Also, the bullet itself, I believe, is ranged. So it's actually buffed on point blank and parting gift. So yeah, I'm also kind of killing these before the bullet actually lands. But it's just like chop, chop, chop. And if I had parting gift, I can't even get to the other bats. Like, it's just killing monsters I'm not even targeting. Like, I'm not even on this platform yet. Like that? Now, I know this is a little bit of an exaggeration because it is boss rush. But think about regular concierge when you see this. And how good or bad it might be against bosses. If it doesn't have 2 enemies, it will hit the target that you're actually working on. Like, I don't know, I feel like that is incredibly entertaining. If you're fighting the giant, for example, it would be hitting the other fist. Okay, last one. And perhaps the most important showcase of them all, perhaps the most confusing one as well. All right, so last one, Ironclad. You look at the skin, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Now, am I an Ironclad main or am I a silent main? To be honest, my highest win rate is on defect. So, do I have to have Ironclad in my game? Not really. I would have taken Defect. Yeah, the Baja Blast, it's good, it's good. All right. So look at the damage. Look at the numbers. It's like it's lost all over again and you're staring at the numbers. Back in the day, I used to be able to recite them. The skin has custom damage numbers from the actual Slay the Spire game. If you play the game, this is the font they use. Your crits have like a little red doohickey. Non-crits are white. But it goes even further beyond just white and red. Just to say it out loud. So if you have poison in the kit, it actually changes the number to a green. Now my green is a little pastel, so it doesn't look like green at all. But trust me, that's green. First off, let me tell you that this skill is automatically colorless. No matter what you have, it will always be colorless, and it has unique item. No matter what you have, even if it's legendary, you can only carry one. Now, what it does next is where it gets a little interesting. The barricade, when you draw it, thinking Yu-Gi-Oh terms, you top deck barricade, you get 20 bonus health. But then with every parry you do, you get 10 additional bonus HP for 15 seconds. 20% of 100 is not 30. Now I'm at 40. So with every parry, we're getting 10 additional bonus health. I don't know if that scales, if it's like half of your draw number is what you get. But the active component discard is when you initially get the skill. The passive is always active. Discard is when you use it. Remove all your current bonus health, deal damage. So I parry, I pop it, I lose it all, and it takes a chunk. And then you top deck your next card, Catalyst. Passively, your melee attacks apply poison on hit. And then when you discard, which is when you activate it, nearby enemies lose all their damage over time and are dealt that damage. So I hit, poison accumulates, I hit the button, it pops. And now I draw my next card, which is Electrodynamics. Like, V, I'm getting blown away. You opened my brain today. Thank you, V. No problem. Draw a card, create a lightning orb that gravitates around you, dealing 8 damage on impact. Passively, each time you use your other skill, which I have none because I forgot to get another skill, you get another orb. And then you discard, which is activate, to blow up all your orbs. It also does electricity. So it's applying dot as well as doing like a little lacerator. That's always there. It's 8 damage, not a ton, but if I had 3 of them, it'd be even more. And I pop it, boom, little lightning bolt. All right, Foresight. Passively, you avoid the first damage source that is dealt to you. So you can stand there and take no damage, but it goes on cooldown for 5 seconds. I think it's 1 time per monster. Okay. When you activate it though, you get bubble tech. It was like, what, 3 seconds of invulnerability? And then you redraw barricade. You top deck the barricade again, which gives you the bonus health. Oh, I wonder. Okay, so I ignored a crystal. Do I ignore both fists separately? Right? This one? I think I do. And I just got hit by the flame from the other one. Poison on hit on any weapon seems to be broken. You can actually use it with Assault Shield. And every time you Assault Dash into enemies, it poisons them. So if you have something like Sata Stiletto, you can Assault Dash in with melee mutation that slows the enemy, and you automatically crit them. Okay, so we saw Star Fury. Yeah, Catalyst triples poison, so it's a little different than what's supposed to be. Star Fury, we saw double the bullets, double the pogs. Laser Glaive, ammo +1. That's kind of good. King Scepter, you're invincible in the air. So remember, I was trying to like dodge around Hand of the King's attack. You don't have to do that with the legendary version. Thrown object, killing an enemy recovers all of your ammo. No, I think it says base munitions, so maybe it only gives you 3. So 1 enemy equals 3 bullets. Baseball bat, killing an enemy with a crit stuns nearby enemies. Nutcracker has a thing that actually roots nearby enemies on kill. But this thing seems to have stun instead. Extremely interesting. Damage over time effects are no longer consumed on activation. Electrodynamics, what it should do is that you can get up to 5 orbs instead of only 3. Foresight, passive effect cooldown reduced by only 3 seconds. So if you get tagged by something, the Foresight comes back faster. Yeah, so see, there's a fist that's alive. And like, it will actually bounce off of them. Oh, why do I not have Foresight up? It's like I'm playing actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Why don't I have Foresight up? Yeah, that plus networking. There's a lot of cool things, I think. See, they just aren't always together, which is kind of toxic. They're sisters or something. I don't know what the lore is. My life. But as long as like when all 3 of them were together, absolutely blown away. Blown out of the water. This is the final result. Shovel Knight A, Hotline Miami S, Katana Zero A, Risk of Rain average out to be an A, Terraria average out to be a B, Slay the Spire S. What I would say here, V's rating, Shovel Knight, S for speed running, A, maybe not. No, I think I can make a good build out of this if we try hard enough. Basically, Staffy with maybe Deck, I think would move it. Hotline Miami, S for sure. Skin, I just don't want to be a chicken. S if I'm not chicken. Katana Zero, the weapon, it doesn't work on bosses. I really like the weapon, but it's a little bit of a struggle here. The skin for Katana Zero, I don't want to be toxic. I'm gonna give it a B. He's a little cubular, I feel. And maybe like the character, it's a pixel game anyway. Maybe he should be kind of cubed. Risk of Rain, weapon. I wanna like it. On bosses, I think you need Boomerang or Fire Blast. But everywhere else, so let's say A, if you can find a good single target. And then the skin, definitely an S. Like the freaking skin is fantastic. Shovel Knight will give an A. Oh, my bad, I did this backwards. I think it's good. Still learning. It's probably like the best tactics melee weapon. Brutality, I don't know if I would play a Brutality. And then the skin for Terraria, is nightmare fuel. I don't even know how to rate that. Slay the Spire weapon. I kind of think it's I kind of think it's really good. And you don't have to be in barricade mode. If you're playing any color, let's say you're playing survival, barricade's really good. But if you're not playing survival, I think you just skip the barricade. You just like top deck it and get rid of it, which is fine. It's if you're playing brutality, it's a scheme. If you're playing tactics, it's a ranger's gear. Then the skin itself, defect would have been S. Make it double S. All right. So that is the rating scale for me. Again, I hope you all enjoyed helping me rate these because honestly, I can't do it by myself. Streaming's hard, gaming's hard, rating things is hard too. So having you all in the audience yelling out what you think the tier is, very, very necessary.